Hello, Scorpio, and Happy New Year. Welcome to your 2025 horoscope reading at the Oracle of Atlantis. I hope you're doing well today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning member, welcome back. It's good to have you here. So we are going to get into a directional spread for the fixed signs. We have the past with the spirit world, the future and the next cycle, a new day dawns in the east, current foundation or situation, and where you're headed with the north node and overall guidance. I'm actually going to work with the Queen of the Moon Oracle. This is a fairly new deck to me, but it is actually the full moon in Cancer as we speak, which I totally forgot about. It is January 13th. So what is the West energy? Ooh, we have the hot moon of extremes. Oh, he all sweaty. It's his own hand though, so relax. No, I'm just kidding. Hot moon of extremes. There may be something to do with an Aries moon or an Aries moon sign. This is the past energy in the spirit world. Hopefully all you aren't having sex with ghosts here. You'd technically be alone then too. No, I'm kidding. Learn how to handle crisis with calm and resilience. Seek balance. Seeking balance is superior to seeking extremes. There are better ways to handle conflict than rage and outrage. This is almost like the Buddhist energy. And the Buddhist energy is like, it's a beautiful concept, but it's a nightmare to get there. Because it is discipline, 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 discipline. And discipline, surprisingly enough, not all that fun. There may be some who seek to disrupt your business or life in some way. This too shall pass. I handle extremes with grace, yet I seek balance in all things. You may want to work with a sunstone for this energy. The hot moon challenges us to build our resilience and reserves of wisdom and calm for those times where things are at their extreme. It reminds us that developing grace under pressure is worth its weight in gold, and that even these extremes in time will pass. Similarly, we can experience extremes in life: death, job losses, relationship breakdowns, true fears, big conflicts, booms and busts. And yet, this is life. Our situation can change quickly for better or for worse. So let's get some clarification of this spirit world energy, the past energy of the extremes. What is this energy for Scorpio? We have the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles usually represents working with other people. So this could it's almost like the energy of like there may have been even somebody that tried to steal your idea or something. This very much could be the Three of Pentacles. I would see as this is very much business kind of. So this could be like, you know, co-workers, business partners, things of that really kind of getting on your nerves. Then we have the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man can sometimes be the wrongfully accused. It can be a call to take a break. This hangman is a little different in this tarot. We have all these dragons basically laughing at this man because he can release himself at any time but chooses not to. Profitable skills and satisfaction. Material gain and success could come through a craft, hobby, or creative endeavor. This is an excellent time to learn profitable skills. Satisfaction can be gained at the end of a project. So now let's look at the East energy. The future, the next cycle, we have attraction with a supermoon, angel number 44. Kind of seeing 444 because we have 34 and 4. There's an attraction here. So this is in the near horizon, the attraction. You can be magnetic to others and attract the good things in life. You can repel what you no longer wish to attract. Be ready for opportunity. Avoid extremes that might cause negative imbalance in your body or mind. Think of connections greater than self. So moderation in like all aspects of life is key. So if you find yourself doing one thing a lot, knowing when to rein that in. Like for me, for example, I smoke cigarettes and I do tend to chain smoke sometimes. So knowing when to rein that in, but it could be anything for you, viewer. I can attract what I wish and repel what I do not. If we are growing, we all want to attract experiences into our lives. This can be positive relationships, a lifestyle that suits us better, clarity, love, prosperity, creativity, the list goes on. Equally, we also perhaps wish to be able to repel the experiences we don't want. It is important then to not just know what we want, but to be able to recognize what we don't. Attraction isn't just about what we accept, but also how we discern. Blindly attracting everything we think of into our lives rarely makes us happy, but being focused about it does. This card also suggests that we think globally and for the whole. If you are making intentions on the supermoon, include one for the planet. Magnetite. That's funny. I was just thinking about that the other day. It's like putting out good karma, but sometimes you have to put the good karma out for like not necessarily the self, but for the whole, right? And that could be things like plastics, right? Like we probably won't stop using plastics anytime soon, but we can maybe choose at times to choose items that aren't plastic. And that could be as simple as like a water or a juice jug, right? Like getting a glass one instead of a plastic one. But it can also just be our consumption rate as well. There could also be things that maybe you want, you think you desire, and they come across your path, so you go for it because you think you desire it, but the situation or there may be elements off and it doesn't go as we had hoped here. So that's kind of that energy of knowing what you don't want, right? And even if it's tempting, if it's something that you really truly don't want, like maybe asking God, the divine, the spirits to protect you and help you evolve or move through that situation. And other things, it's like if you can never seem to move through or evolve through it and it's just on repeat, it may be something that your soul is actually yearning to experience as well, to keep that in consideration. So, a new day, a new dawn. What is the energy of the East coming in the near future? What is on the horizon for Aquarius with this attraction? What are they attracting? Two of Wands. So this is pretty significant. This was the card that was actually that came out on the deck. We have 3, 4, 5. The kind of like beginning or mid steps. This was when I picked up this tarot deck and decided to work with it for these readings. This was the first card I saw, the Two of Wands. And I believe the Two of Wands is kind of, this card is almost like the magician's energy or temperance's energy, with I think one dragon is supposed to be male, one is supposed to be female, and by balancing both is when we come into our power. Focusing will and energy. Focus your will and energy to accomplish your desires. Help with realization of a dream may come from a distance. A new endeavor requires courage and planning for the future. A man holds a crystal-topped wand in each hand. So this is the description of the card here. A man holds a crystal-topped wand in each hand, his arms stretched upward toward two air dragons, one hovering on each side of him above. The man stands in a grassy, flower-studded meadow with mountains behind him. Near his feet are small sacred stones carved with Celtic spirals. These spiral designs are repeated in the pattern on his vest. The two wands or scepters symbolize the man's ability and willpower to harness both his positive and negative energies to make changes in his life. This is essential as both types of energy are needed for balance and manifestation. The two hovering dragons are another emblem of the female-male positive-negative energies. The spirals in both the rocks and his clothing represent the constantly moving, inexhaustible energies of the universe. He has found his way through a series of spiritual gateways, the mountains, to this peaceful meadow of creativity, the three stones. From the spiritual gateways of the mountains to the meadow of the creativity, the three of stones. From the extremes to creation here, it almost seems. Right? Because this is the Three of Pentacles would be three stones. Oh, and I'm zoomed out so you can't even see what I'm pointing at. Well, maybe. Right? This is the spiritual energy going through that spiritual gateway of in the peaceful meadow to creativity. So very much your reading is suggesting balancing extremes, which we all have our extremes, right? I can be a pretty extreme person at sometimes. It's like an all or nothing kind of energy, but balancing that energy, it's like healing the voids, needs, yearnings, or desires within to feel more balanced in mind, body, and soul here. So let's take a look at your current foundation. No. We're going to come back to that. We're going to take a look at where you're headed. Where is the viewer headed? The North energy. So let's take a look at your current foundation or situation. What is the current energy for Scorpio? The South Node energy for Scorpio, please and thank you. We have gratitude, but it is coming out reversed. I'm not seeing it as reverse though. So this card has, it's like a mother and a child's hand, right? Like we have the younger hands and then the older hands here. It's almost like the gratitude might need to run the opposite direction, backwards to however it is for your current situation. Like either being more grateful. It kind of has the energy of like being grateful for the ancestors, but the ancestors also need to be grateful for you. I'm going to turn it around though, because I can't see the number. 23. Gratitude, be where you are and be thankful. There is always something to be grateful, no matter your suffering. Gratitude raises a lower vibration to a higher one. Do not allow yourself to be surrounded by too many negative people. Life is conspiring for you. So there's that kind of balance of the negative and positive, right? Like maybe like the negative people may actually need you around them, but if you surround yourself with too many negative people, then you're going to get sucked down into that pit as well. As we enter the last quarter moon on the lunar cycle, the energies begin to turn towards surrender and release, which is kind of more of a Piscean energy. I joyfully turn my attention to what I am grateful for. To let go of what we no longer need, it behoves us to pay attention to what we have right now, both positive and negative. This attention paying and focus allows us to wisely discern and be grateful for all of it. Yes, all of it, because the nasty stuff, the stuff that is making us suffer right now, it already happened and we can take the wisdom from it. However, now it's going however, now it's going However, it's going now, and what we have left is the good stuff, and frankly, most of it is going to be great. However, now it's going, and what we have left is the good stuff, and frankly, most of it is going to be great. Sorry, there's just a little insert here for another card in the book, which I was trying to skip over, but it's confusing the line. So hopefully that came out right. Taking some time out on this moon to list a few things you feel grateful for will raise your vibrations and banish any resistance you have to ditching old, outmoded patterns. Doing this also turns your powerful focus away from a story you may have started to believe of everything going wrong or that life does terrible things to you. Gratitude is a balancer. In fact, it normally tips the scales to the positive. Companion stone or ocean metal. To work with the last quarter moon, we have the ocean jasper. I don't know, maybe all jasper is about balance. I've never had an ocean jasper. I have a Dalmatian jasper, and a Dalmatian jasper, from what I researched, is actually supposed to balance the masculine and feminine energies within. But gratitude, any clarifying card with the gratitude for Scorpio at this time? I feel like we probably don't need a clarifying card because this is just the energy of being grateful. So this could even be for getting down on ourselves or down on luck or feeling negative in life, to take a pen and paper and start writing a list of things that you are grateful for. And usually by the end of it, it'll kind of shift your perspective and kind of get you into a little more optimistic mindset. So where you are headed, the north. Faith, a worm moon. Trusting in the divine more, perhaps, here. It's almost like being more spiritually connected. There's a lot of fours here, and we have the energy of extremes, right? Like this card has a 4. 3 plus 1 is a 4. 2 4s. 2 4s can be Cancer's energy, which is the inner home of self, home, family, DNA, upbringing. 4 plus 4 is an 8, which is your house, Scorpio, which is all about the changes and the spirals of life that are on these stones and on the vest, right? Chaos, destruction, evolution, life, death, rebirth, transformation, incarnate. The only one that's different is this gratitude, which is a 5, 2 plus 3, being a 5, and it coming out reversed. It's almost like there's a need for a change in gratitude to help bring all this into balance. Faith, fertility, and abundance now return. Things will get better. Growth has started. Hold on to your dreams in adversity. I know all will be well. It is in the darkest times that we find it hard to see the light. It is hard to see when things seem hopeless, how we can ever feel hope again. When things seem to fail, it is really difficult to draw up our resilience and stand up again. We learn by observing the seasons that the light does return. The bareness of winter turns infinitely and surely into spring. The ice melts, the days grow longer, and the nights grow shorter. Warmth and fertility slowly return to the land. It is hard to have faith in ourselves and the universe. I actually think faith is the real F word. Faith requires us to let go of our anxieties and have trust, perhaps in something we can't actually yet see. Having a more complete faith in yourself and a higher power to lead you to your greatest good is a solid intention. While having a rigid, blind faith does not serve us, it is important to hold on to our dreams and intentions to focus on the outcome. To do this without taking note of what is happening around us can be folly. Our ancestors would observe nature carefully, looking for the signs of new life and fertility, altering their hunting or planting to best take advantage. Yet they knew that the ice would melt and the soil, damp and ready, teeming with worms, would receive their seeds. The companion stone or metal, we have lapis lazuli. There's something about reworking the soil here. And that could be even in the extremes of life and gratitude itself. Tilling the soil and adding more nutrients into it, which is kind of this mother energy, right? It's almost like the ideal mother energy would be building whatever they're trying to create, right? Like in the last, what was the last reading I did? Aquarius. They had the Page of Wands and a Dragon of Emergence, which was very much like nurturing an egg to get it to hatch. And it's almost like nurturing this gratitude energy, or even acknowledgments of other people around you. It's like you can plant seeds of toxicity or positivity, but if you're smart, you're going to plant seeds of positivity, right? Because then positivity is going to start blooming around you. So I'm going to pull the closing words of advice with the magical spell cards. We do have the energy of peace on the pre-shuffle. Bridget, goddess in your sacred name, a light within me, peace is flame. Which kind of seems like what you're looking for here, right? Especially with the hot moon of extremes. So closing message for Scorpio at this time, please. Thank you. A light inside my fire divine, energy fill me and make me shine. I feel like I need to create a little mashup of a song for you, which I would have no idea how to do actually, but what were the two songs? It started to shine bright like a diamond was the song that was trying to creep into my head, but the song that was actually coming to mind was Fly Like an Eagle. Right, do a little mashup for you. There are times when our inner core seems like it has melted down. We have no joie de vivre, get up and go, vitality, or as the ancient Celts called it, nefri, akin to prana or chi, inner like fire, drive, desire, passion, I'm assuming. We feel flat and exhausted and tired. This low period can heal deeper maladies, and it's important not to make an enemy of this feeling. Instead, give yourself some time to rest, 3 days, 3 nights. Then it's time to cast this magical spell to restore the vitality you have been distanced from. We need energy to live to our fullest potential, and while our energy levels can ebb and flow, if we find ourselves consistently low, we can begin to find life overwhelming. A lot of your reading is connecting to Aquarius's reading, which I guess isn't really a surprise. I've done these readings in 3 different styles, kind of. I've already done the cardinal readings, and now I'm working on the fixed signs. So you're one of the fixed signs, Scorpio, along with Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus. So just the cards that I'm pulling and how I'm pulling them out, I've changed them for each sign. They are similar readings, like I'm pulling the same things just in a different way for each of them. For each of the 3 groups, you're getting a lot of Aquarius's energy. Aquarius's energy, being a fixed sign, which I'm kind of seeing as the fixed directions. That's why I'm doing it as a directional spread. Kind of had something to do with in their 10 of Cups was greens, and it was actually collard greens, but vegetables in essential, or even plants. But I'm actually getting more vegetables for energy. If you've been chosen by the spell, see it as helping hand from the universe, the natural world, and the elementals. They are showing you that in order to live well, you must reconnect with the source of energy for all of humanity, that is nature and the planet herself. If you have chosen this magical spell, you may feel tired, lethargic, as if spiritual or physical ennui is upon you like a cloak of leaden gray. By casting the spell, you are giving yourself and the universe permission to reconnect and for new energy to flow into your life and into your soul's journey in magical new ways. We have 59, which reduced would be a 14, which is the energy of temperance, of balance. But what was this card? The worm. Oh, faith. Nature and the planet herself. So connecting with nature and the planet herself can give you, like, connecting with nature and the planet herself as opposed to just people may restore energy and faith for you, Scorpio. So I will read this spell. You may want a pen and paper or write it down in your notes or whatever. You, with spells like this, I mean, it's up to you. You can do it the way it is divinated, the way it is laid out, or you can add or minus things to make it personal to you. So the energy spell, you will need the juice of several oranges, freshly grated ginger, some fresh mint, a goblet or glass, and a candle. So go to your sacred space and see a beautiful circle of bright orange swirling all about you, glowing and strong, vibrant and so alive. If you have Aquarius in your charts, you may want to check out that reading. Really begin to feel this energy entering into you, awakening your vital energies from within and raising them up. Light your candle and begin to stare into the flame. After you have connected with this source of light, chant 3 times. Prana Okra Nafrichi. I am now glowing with energy. Source, bring to me this power. Allow your blessings on me to shower. A light inside my fire divine. Energy fill me and make me shine. By the power of 3 times 3, as I do will, so mote it be. I'm just going to show you this if you want to screenshot it. Pour your orange juice into your goblet. Pop in your ginger and your mint. Hold the goblet up to the candle and slowly drink down the contents, pouring it into your solar plexus, energizing it and brightening its energy, fueling your source of power right from the inside. With every sip, feel the orange glow within you growing. When you have done this, blow out your candle, sending out your spell's energy. Then see the circle of orange shimmer and glow until it begins to break apart and be reabsorbed into the universe as often as possible over the coming days. Stand in sunshine and light and see your solar plexus brightening with the light. Wear orange, gold, and sunshine tones as much as possible. Even a gold toned scarf could make all the difference. Feel your energy rise and rise, shining one. So Orca, spelled with a K. is Icelandic word for energy. Nefri, Nwifre, pronounce Nuwifre, is a Gaelic word for energy. Nuwifre. So this orange and yellows and all that, the orange is connected to the sacral chakra, which is, right? Like the sacral chakra would be more here, the solar plexus would be more here. But it's almost like using the divine feminine to heal the divine masculine energies. Which in Aquarius, there was a lot of orange and yellows that kind of came out as the main guidance with the Page of Wands and the Emergence Dragon. Oh, but that's what it was in the reading about chakra systems. And there is a belief that the chakra systems are the color of the rainbow. So technically, we're supposed to eat the colors of the rainbow. So that could be, you know, like I said, leaves and stuff, celery, lettuce, you know, green bell peppers, things of that nature are green, right? So that is connected to the heart chakra. Then you have the reds, which could be tomatoes, I guess. I don't know what the hell else is red that berries, things of that nature. Each work with a particular chakra. So if you're seeing a lot of colors, that could be the chakra energy that is heightened at that time. And you don't necessarily have to eat food for the chakras, but it's supposed to help. But you can meditate and work with that energy to release any kind of blockages, anything that's stuck. And this may actually give you more energy in the long run. Sometimes energy, though, when we don't have energy, like to get the energy, you almost have to burn more energy to activate the energy as well, right? So if you're feeling very down and out, it may be a call to actually force yourself to get up and do something so that you can start building a little more energy. But ingesting healthier foods will also give you a cleaner energy. So I just want to pull another card from the Avalon Magic for the closing message. The light inside my fire divine energy fill me and make me shine. What does Scorpio need to know? It's kind of interesting because I'm seeing this harp, right? And playing the harp, the energy. As these strings are struck, it would actually create an energy around this person. Like there's actually somebody, I think it was on America's Got Talent, that played violin, and his fingers and stuff were going numb from playing the violin, right? Because it gives off a lot of vibration. But with that, the chakras and everything run off sound vibration, so you may want to work with sound frequencies. I'll put on, especially a lot of times, like if I have trouble sleeping at night or if my mind is chaotic, I will just put on like stuff like this. Even if you just put it on low, or if you have headphones or whatever, put it on low and go about your business. It has a great way of calming that extreme, actually. I usually just look up like frequencies for, you know, whatever you're looking for, happiness, energy, things of that nature, or relaxation music, affirmations, things of that nature. Nature videos on YouTube as well, if you just want to listen to the sound of nature. Although those ones are kind of harder because it doesn't really, I don't know, the sound of nature really doesn't translate on camera very well, for the most part. When you allow your inner light to shine and connect with your divine spark, there is a surge of love of self that can override all fear. When you allow your inner light to shine and connect with your divine spark, there is a surge of love of self that can override all fear. This is the inner Agni, which I believe is connected to the solar plexus chakra. It's almost like the solar plexus chakra is chakra number 3, right? And we start with a 3. And then they kind of all go into 4s here, right? Even the end card ends on a 4, 1 plus 3. This is divine energy. But working with that solar plexus, that is the inner Agni, I believe it is called. In the wild unknown animal spirit is connected to the dragon, which basically is to look into the mirror and tell yourself that you love yourself and look for that inner kind of like spark of something within to find that light and gratitude and of faith again. Can I get one more for the closing message? So this one, take it or leave it. I'm kind of doing it more for myself than I am doing it for you because I just like shit to be balanced. The little eagle, or not eagle, owl, infant owl, still learning and growing. Don't be imprisoned by your past. Create a brand new you and hold that vision. So this very much could even be the energy. You may even be like looking back on something of the past about yourself and have, or a situation and have some sort of regret or shamed, but it was a situation. It's a part of life. This too shall pass. Don't be imprisoned by it. Create a brand new you and hold that vision. But that can also be the blending of the new you and the old you, like not necessarily needing to disown the old you, right? By bringing the new you and the old you into balance. Because then if you're trying to create a new you and you're trying to change everything about you, chances are it's not going to work 100%, right? You can change some things, but we don't necessarily just change overnight. It's a long journey. So embracing your past and the future and just focusing on the present, what you have. So I will leave the reading there. I hope it resonates. If it does, please feel free to hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. All of the decks I have used in your reading will be hashtagged in the description box below. The hashtags don't work. You'll probably have to look them up because I kind of feel like hashtags are probably kind of stupid and pointless, but we do it anyway. Maybe not stupid and pointless, but cards in the description. Oh, I will have my PayPal information in there as well should you feel inclined to donate. That'd be greatly appreciated, as well as my Instagram. You can check out that. I've been trying to do cards of the day, so they're usually a card that is maybe 40 seconds long. I usually have a write-up on the video and a song that is either connected to it or that I like, or a random song, whatever. Yeah, you can use that as a pocket oracle should you choose. And I will see you next time. Happy New Year and many blessings. Bye for now.